And so only love is real. And this life and all of its crazy wilds, ups and downs and dances has only one purpose, and that is to reveal love in all realms and dimensions, in every single aspect, relationship, and circumstance of life, that there is only love. And that we can't trick love. Because if there's a place that is holding, it will be felt as resistance. It will be felt as a holding back. It will be felt as judgment, criticism. It will be felt as division. It will be felt as separation. And it will bring pain in your heart. It will bring feelings in your heart. Because to be divided is painful. To be in fear and doubt, in judgment, in resentment, is painful. Because it's not what we're here for. It's not the truth of this life to be in conflict and division and limitation. The truth of this life is to discover love in everything, to reveal the love in everything. And sometimes those revealments come easily and quickly and smoothly, and sometimes they take years to truly unpack themselves. But if the heart is sincere and the focus is true, the fruit will be tasted. The sweetness will be tasted as we are consumed by love, in love, to discover that only love remains, only love is real. And that everything in the life is leading us to this possibility to discover, where are we holding back? Where are we closed? Where are we unwilling? Where are we pushing away, resisting? And if we are sincere in our heart mission, we will recognize that grace and life is just offering us opportunity after opportunity to keep meeting any and all of the feelings that feel hard, intense, painful, divisive, so that love can be revealed. It's such a learned protection to pull away from and to want to get out of here, to want to back away, right? Put the phone down, slam the door, right? I don't need you anyway, right? But if we remain committed to reconciliation in heart, we remain open to grace, revealing in perfect timing the glory of love and the glory of the divine plan, the glory of the intelligence of this life, the absolute, unquestionable wisdom of this life can leave us constantly in a life of awe and wonder and childlike delight. It can blow our socks off, blow the doors and windows open, moment to moment, in absolute astonishment of the divine plan. There's nothing more profound than the humbling that comes when we see how we have been holding ourselves in protection and feeling the flood of love move through our veins and systems and nervous systems and our whole being, and illuminating and releasing us and freeing us from the protections and holdings. And of course, so much of this can be unconscious. And that's why to remain in allegiance with the divine and trust the divine guidance, trust the light will reveal. And if we keep stepping forward and we keep saying yes, receiving the invitation that life is constantly offering us, the fruit will be tasted, the sweetness will be tasted. Only love is real. Only love is real. Reality is a life made of love, a life undivided, a life that is whole, an absolute, unquestionable unification of all the seeming threads and strands back to one source, one power, one grace, one love. And yes, we can call that God, we can call that glory, but the words don't matter. What if we don't let anything create a conflict in our system? And life doesn't always play out the way that we want it to play out. But what if we stop feeling punished by life? And what if we stop punishing ourselves by dividing ourselves from life, from keeping ourselves apart from love, keeping ourselves apart from the possibility of the deepest remembrance, the most incredible joining in this love? And that is why our gathering, this possibility, is such an incredible celebration. It's like, let's take a moment now, this moment, to just let our hearts fill with gratitude and grace for our beloved companions here, for the sincerity of the hearts of our companions, the commitment and the sincerity of our companions here. And that what is calling us together is beyond our mind's decision. It's beyond our protections and our understanding. That it's a sublime call that pulls us together to join, to celebrate, to unravel, to reveal, to be stirred, to be agitated, to be turned inside out, and to be in the beauty and grace. Let's take a moment to just recognize what we are creating, that what we are calling to us, the possibility that we are creating, and what the glory is offering us. Let our hearts fill with gratitude for the grace of divine support and how that is appearing in divine companionship. And in our joining in gratitude and appreciation for each other, let our hearts be filled with the subtle and refining frequencies as the field comes alive and starts to dance in each of our hearts in celebration, in jubilation. Let us recognize that we're not here to join in stories and drama and gossip and ways that divide and finger pointing. We're not here to be carried into realms of protection by jealousy and envy. We're here to face and meet all of these things that arise in ourselves, to be so open and honest with ourselves that love can reveal itself in everything. The experience here has been that in the most extreme situations that I have lived through, the most wild and crazy circumstances, has revealed the greatest love, the most profound love, right? The gift of life that keeps on giving is that the revealment just deepens and deepens and deepens. When we are willing to include it all, to bless it all, welcome it all, be truly available for it all, the sweetness will be tasted, the love will be revealed. And there's a part of us that knows that because there is a deep knowing in our heart of this love and that there is only one love. Let us recall this frequency transmission in every moment that we find ourselves wanting to join in story and judgment and criticism. Let us remember this when we want to join in the drama with companions on the level of story and mistrust, on the level of wanting to be right. This is about being committed to what you truly want, not what you want now, but what you truly want, because the divine plan is multidimensional. It doesn't always reveal itself like now, but it will reveal itself. We're being constantly tested in a way, but that testing is like initiation. We're in a deep divine initiation. Life is initiation. We're being tested. Will you stay true now, or will you pull away? Will you stay true now when the opportunity is to pull away, to judge, to criticize? Will you stay true now? And it's this initiation. We can't be given the fruit just because I want the fruit. We have to move through the initiations of the depth of heart to, in a way, we're not being tested because we're bad, we're being tested because we are good. We're being tested and initiated because we are good. And as we are tested, we reveal the layers of our own protection, right? We're not being tested because we're being punished. Life isn't happening, and challenging circumstances are not happening because we're bad. They're happening because we are good. They're happening because we are worthy and deserving of freedom and love and God and glory, right? Because in each initiation, each possibility, a layer of protection reveals more softness, more willingness, more courage, right? And we are humbled again and again and again. We lose count of the definitions of surrender that we've tried to attach to, because the layers of surrender are infinite. The layers of humbling, the ways that we are brought to our knees again and again become like the feast of life. They become the great glorious adventure and buffet of life. I say buffet like that as a kind of joke. No, it's not my way of pronouncing. That life is funny, life is silly, life is crazy, it's wild. And if we take it too seriously, we'll drown in our tears and we will lock ourselves in prisons, right? We'll stay in our room moving the furniture around. Yeah, I'm not coming out. I'm just going to move the sofa over here, put the chair over there, put the plant on that table instead of this one, and now I'm good because now I'm still safe. I'm locked in the prison of my own protection, my own judgment, my own story. When all of life is saying, beloved, open the door, open the windows, walk into your life, enter your life, beloved, enter the stream of life, enter the freedom, enter a space where your wings can actually unfurl and the metamorphosis can take place. Enter the wideness and spaciousness and freedom of the entirety, where your wings can actually unfurl and you can actually fly. You're not trying to just dance around your room, hitting the walls and feeling defeated constantly, self-hating, self-critical, self-judging. Little old me, just back in the same place that I've always found myself in, undeserving, unworthy, all alone, right? No, we have this incredible grace and the gift of our companionship, the gift of our joining is to share together, encourage together, support, be together in this, to hold each other's hands and to fly together, to flutter around the garden, tasting the sweet nectar, while at the same time somehow magically being the flowers that are blooming uniquely, sharing the perfume and the nectar, right? We are the sweetness and the beauty and perfume of the flower. We are the nectar, the bliss nectar, the light, and we are the sippers of the nectar, right? We're all of it. We're all of it. There's not a chance to miss the nectar if we are open and we leave the room of our protection and our stories and our ways of dividing and imagining that we are bound by glass ceilings and closed doors and closed windows. Question everything, beloved. Question everything. Let the heart stay open. Let the heart rest in a sincerity that trusts and knows that one day, one moment, the glory will enter and love will be revealed. Drinking in the transmission field of love and light and glory. Are you open to receive it, beloved? Are you welcoming all that is being offered to you? Are you welcoming it with all your heart? It's not personal, it's a field. Nothing needs to happen. It's just to be open. Open to yourself, open to life, and let the magic happen. Let the intelligence lead the way. Nothing is outside of love. Nothing is outside of love. And if we stay true, we stay close. In perfect divine timing, love will reveal itself in the heart as a firework display, as an explosion. Let it knock you off your feet. Let it blow you out of your door. Let it blow you into the wide open spaciousness of celebration of grace and glory and the infinite wide open sky of true nature. Just to notice what's happening now. Receive it. Just watch. Stand naked before love, before life. We stand naked and revealed. We may think we're hiding in protection, but we can never hide from love, from God, from the glory. We cannot hide anything. We already are fully revealed. Love sees all of us, and love welcomes all of us. We are held. We are loved. We are so blessed. Let us receive the shower of blessings that is this field. Let us receive the shower of blessings, that we are so incredibly blessed. Let our hearts be an overrunning cup of gratitude and appreciation. Whatever is happening, let our hearts be an overrunning cup. As we are being nourished from the wellspring of the source, we realize that there is no lack of love. We do not need to hold on to anything. We do not need to make it my own, because there is enough. There is enough. There is no lack or limitation of love. There is enough. It is what we are. It is who we are. It is the substance and fabric of all of life. There is enough. There is enough. And we do not need to be deserving in the way that the mind imagines. We do not need to work for love. We just stop and rest, say yes, and let love's magic enter us, enter the heart, and reveal the truth, the glory, the miracles. Wherever we are holding protections, resistance, wherever we are holding resentments, we're stopping the flow of love entering our hearts. We are putting up walls to love, right? We've heard the great wisdom that to know love is just to remove all of the barriers to love, right? To remove all of the ways, to reveal and illuminate all of the ways that we keep love away, that we don't trust, that we're holding shame and guilt, that we're holding resentment and frustration, we're holding fear and doubt, that we're not maybe able to see the full picture of how everything is love. And so we use our mind skills to divide and limit and to decide those things are not love, those things are bad, those things are wrong. But it's in our ability to receive it all. In our ability to receive it all, that we open to a grace that takes us beyond the edges of our protections, that we go beyond the edges and we actually discover what true evolution is, that we don't rest in these ideas that we've already opened enough, that we've already seen enough, that we've already got it. We have no idea what is possible. It's the greatest humbling. The greatest humbling is to realize how we can rest in a sense of what we have already realized, when it's a drop of the ocean. We know nothing. We know nothing. We are not even touching the edge of the hem of the skirt of the divine, right? We're not even touching the toenails, right? Let us not land in a sense of protection, of spiritual achievement. Let us not land in ideas about ourselves. Let us remain ever humble. Let our hearts remain ever simple and pure and receptive to what we cannot yet see. Let us stay open to evolutionary edges that will continue for the rest of the human life, the rest of the human life until the last breath and beyond. That this life is not about getting to the top of some imagined mountain of spiritual achievement. This life is about remaining at the foot of the mountain, ever on our knees, forehead to the ground, right? It's an illusion that there's somewhere to get to. It's actually about how deep can our prostration actually be? How dirty are we willing to get? Are we willing to be flat on our bellies, face in the dirt, right? Again and again and again. And of course, metaphorically speaking, for whatever feels true for us, but wherever we are, this life is about being humbled. It's not about what we know or understand, because we only truly flower by the grace of God. We only truly flower when the grace can move through us and take over. So our prayer might be for pure devotion. Our prayer might be for pure surrender. A prayer might be for to keep the heart pure and simple and open in the face of everything that might arise. To not imagine that we are reaching spiritual heights. To not imagine that what we have seen is it, right? There is only love, and only love is real. Only love is real. Mm. Let us be willing to see where we are hiding in spiritual ideas. Let us be willing to see where we use spirituality as a place to hide. Let us see where we use concept and ideas as a way of keeping ourselves safe. How we create identities and how all of this is innocent. But if we're truly willing to see that usually there is just enormous shame and guilt that is being hidden behind the identities, and great fear and mistrust. And if we remain open for everything that is unresolved to come forward and be revealed in divine timing, perfectly, that we're ready and willing and available for the revealment of love in everything, to get right to the root of what holds us in protection, what holds us in separation, right to the root of the multi-dimensional, multi-realm, multi-life, karmic holding patterns, right? The karmic discordance that we're willing for life to reveal to us. We're willing for life to reveal the deepest holding places, so that we can crack those codes and let those locks be undone, right? The linchpin. Mm-hmm. that the sincerity of heart that recognizes what this life is for won't rest, because the knowing is that we do this on behalf of the whole, that we open to love, to be love, and to let love be the living reality. It's like we are consumed by love. And there's nothing more delightful. So just to be here, to receive what's happening now, what grace is pouring through your heart and soul and mind and life right now. What grace is opening. Can we love in the face of it all? Can we remain open in the face of it all? Just to feel and be and receive, to bless and welcome whatever our nervous system offers as it's stirred and as things open and are seen, that we can receive the blessings and the holding. We can receive the grace and the glory that is always available to us. That every time that we find something wrong, we are finding God wrong. Every time we make a judgment, we are really judging God. Every time we are moving in ways of protecting, we are protecting ourselves from God and glory, right? There's one divine plan, and the invitation is a constant outstretched hand to say yes, to be carried in the current of the divine plan, to be carried and held and supported by grace, and that whatever happens in life is that grace, even when it doesn't look like and feel like grace. It is always a blessing, even if it is in disguise. So resting here, just to notice what is happening now. Let love have you. Let love take you. Let love flow and pulse through every system, multidimensionally. Reorganize, recalibrate, and reveal. Even if it is just one thread that is ready to surface and transmute or be woven back into the fabric. What is the heart longing for? Not what you want now, but what is the greatest longing And are we willing to stay sincere with our, in a way, pointed towards that North Star, like pulling all the threads to such a fine point that it can pass through the eye of the needle, right? Instead of just satisfying ourselves with what the me wants now, are we willing to keep a focus? Are we willing to open and put ourselves in allegiance with the divine and be guided and supported to take responsibility for our own creation and allow the deep unraveling and unwinding and transmutation to happen so that transformation can actually take place? It is happening. Of course it is happening. But there's nothing greater than a divine invitation to initiate and reveal the places where we might be holding back. Because when the places that we are holding back are revealed, the light is shining upon. And as the light shines upon, love can be revealed. The places that we hide and the realization that our hiding is innocent. Mm. Mm. Only love is real. It's so easy to stay caught up in stories and protection. What incredible grace of this earth realm and this human life that we have to reveal and for our human lives to be the playground for transmutation, the playground for revealment. That while we are animated and while life is living through us and while we are being breathed, every breath is a gift. Every breath is an opportunity to reveal more love. Mm. Mm. Every breath is an opportunity to recognize what holds us in division, in limitation. And to notice that that sense of fear or doubt or limitation or scarcity just brings forward a sense of contraction and pain. And that place is just a messenger. It's a place that just wants to be seen and revealed as love. And that all the ideas that we have of being seen and met and understood, that seeing and that meeting has to happen inside. So just resting here, receiving, allowing the recalibration, the upgrades, the initiation of life to be received in its glory with gratitude and love. Is there anything or anyone you could just open to in your heart right now? Is there something that you could notice where there is some kind of division or tension or story or holding? Is there the possibility of just blessing and receiving the feelings in your own heart? To know that when we hold these kind of tensions, it's just hurt. It's just feelings that just need to be held and cared for, blessed and received. Can we allow that alchemy to happen in our hearts and nervous system right now? Can we transmute some threads and weave them back into the fabric of the unified field for the benefit of all to taste the sweetness of love? Can we sip on that nectar as we feel the transmutation and the softening happen in our own hearts? Now is the time, beloved. Do not waste a moment. Do not waste a moment of this precious life. Do not waste a moment of this precious life. Now is always the time for truth. Now is always the time for love. And now is always the time to be real, for reality, to be real, to be authentic, to be true, to be honest, to allow authentic communication, to find courage to speak and share your heart and heal and reveal the love that can be so tangled as a web of protection. That the true deep healing that happens is the revealment that there is only love, only God and glory. And until this is shining in absolutely every fiber and atom of your being, without question, you keep saying yes. You keep saying yes